this series is all about purpose, and in the world of organizations and business, people are using that word a lot. I mean, is it used a lot in the world of education? Are you finding, are you talking about purpose here, or are you talking in another language about...
We probably say, what do we stand for? What are our values? What is our mission? What are we aiming to achieve? But really, it is what is our purpose. So, where are we going? Why are we here? Mm-hmm. Why does this school exist? Why do these children come here? What is our purpose? Yeah. It is behind everything, and you do have to be very clear about that. And once you're clear about your purpose, then it kind of influences the way you do everything. It just enables you sometimes to carry on when things get hard. And let's face it, however good you are at something, there are challenges. It doesn't always go to plan. There are times when you think it's just not working. I can't do this. But if you maintain the purpose and keep that, it enables you to kind of get over those little humps in the road, I think.
This is exactly about the human force that drives people to look longer, to force themselves to address big changes, to have the energy to pursue something that matters from them. And I realized that it's the force and the strength that comes from the inner side of people that makes organization highly innovative, able to disrupt their market, their context. So I discovered a huge human-related set of factors that have never been studied. That was what was really interesting me at that time. And this is why we also opened up a group of research in our School of Management that is working exactly into these fields.
As a mum of two little kids, as a director in the business with my role in the business, my department, my team, and as a shareholder, they're different hats that I wear at different times, and actually connecting to purpose really helps with sorting out the chaos that all of that brings. So yeah, don't get it right all the time, but being purposeful is definitely something I think about more than I think about anything.
Wow, okay. And what you're wanting us to know is that there's a humanity in this. Mm-hmm. You can't be purposeful all the time in that sense of really being conscious, intentional about your purpose. What you're saying is you try to do that as much as you can, but there's a humanity of I don't always do it. And
yeah, absolutely. So it was a really ridiculous example, probably not the best example, but something as simple as having a purpose and a connection to what it is you're doing at any one given time. I was on my way here today and needed to nip into our local store to grab a sandwich, but also to pick up a few things that I know are going to need for home for later tonight. As soon as I stepped out of the car and was walking through the door, I was thinking, I noticed something about the store, about a display that threw my mind, and I was off purpose. I was straight away then back thinking about something we had been talking 2 days ago through store visits, and I completely forgot to get anything other than the sandwich. So, that's an example of when it doesn't work, really basic. But, having that purpose that connects you to the moment that you're in, whether it be a specific meeting or spending time with the kids, or, not having cross purposes, I think is really important. I think when we do have cross purposes, you can achieve things, but you're not going to achieve either of the things that you want to achieve as well as you can.
As a bank, we have traditionally been extremely task-oriented. So this has been what defined us, what made us successful, and also individually, what was expected of us. And I think what I'm saying is that there's another energy almost in the organization when we start to put those tasks into a context of why we're doing it. Why does it make sense? What's the purpose? And connecting our task, because we all have tasks, but connecting that with a higher purpose, I think, is really where that energy and also the accountability lies. Because in itself, a task doesn't necessarily motivate you or, energize you to try harder or work closer or make sure we get over the finishing line. But if you start to connect it with a higher purpose, I think it's almost like there's also, I would say, there's almost also an emotional connection with this, right?
Yeah.
Because a purpose typically also I would associate with creativity, energy, success, things that you get energy from, whereas the task in itself rarely does that. It's only when you start to connect it with something more meaningful that you find that.
That's the human part, isn't it? Because the task is out there. What I'm hearing you say is when the task is there, when you bring your meaning to that, when you bring your purpose to it, that, in your experience, creates a whole new dimension of energy, connectivity, and even success, actually. But paradoxically, it creates more success because, presumably, because you've got that energy and meaning that is going to make your engagement with it that much more rich and full.
Yes.
Purpose goes to, why am I doing this? Why am I wanting to do this? So it could be very simply, this is my job and I need to make a painting to get it to the market to sell. That would be I would say, quite a simplistic, lower purpose almost. I don't want to say lower in that it's lesser.
Not as a judgment lower,
Yeah.
but somehow lower.
Quite simple. I want to make something that gets to the market and I can sell and turn a buck. So it's the outcome is to make money. I think as I found, if you deepen that purpose and you sort of say, well, okay, let's put that aside and let's just look at this work that I'm engaging with, this subject that I'm engaging with. Is there a way to deepen this slightly? And then is there a way to deepen it further and further and further? And that's then I'm in the domain of purpose, because I'm looking to deepen the experience of myself and the subject. I'm looking then to deepen the response with the viewer. And I would say in my world, that's my essential drive and motivation.